Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a vlog. We're gonna be going to the city. We're gonna put some boxes into the car. My parents are moving in a few weeks, so I have some extra boxes there that I'm gonna give them to them. So we'll see. Alright, I'm back from the city and getting ready for the Super Bowl. So I'm going to be testing my soundbar, which I want to tell you something about the soundbar. Most of the time people will give you a review or first impression and everything is nice and sweet. But when you spend a few weeks with the product, then you start to see some issues and some things that you say like, maybe this is not so great. I mean, don't get me wrong, the soundbar is good, but let me give you some update on some of the issues that I ran into when setting up the soundbar to make it perfect the way it is right now. So the first thing one of my first problems with the Atmos sound was not going through the soundbar. And thanks to some of my followers, they told me that I needed to connect my devices directly to the soundbar because the projector and the TV that I have is not capable of sending that signal. So by connecting your devices directly to the soundbar, then I was able to make it work. So now it's working perfectly. Now I don't have to like manually put the rotating speakers up or down. It's just do it automatically. So when it detects the Atmos sound or DTX, then it will go up. So it's working fine. So thank you so much for the people that comment on this. I appreciate it. So the second problem was it was a little bit glitchy. So because the thing is that I have two setups. The first one is like a media room where you have the TV, 70-inch TV, that usually what I do there is just watch the news, watch some YouTube, just like regular TV. It's always on all the time. And my other setup, which sometimes you see in my previous videos, is the projector, which is hanging in the ceiling, and it would automatically go down if I'm watching a movie. I usually I watch movies in the projector. That's what I don't watch the news. I don't do anything else. But I take that back. So there's another event that I usually do, like big events, like the Super Bowl. So I'm getting ready for that. So we'll talk about in a few. So basically, I was having problems every time I would put the projector to watch a movie. I would notice it was a little bit glitchy. So the sound would go on and off, and the signal, the image would give me some static, and it will also come off and on. And I was like, man, I have to do something to. I don't know. Everything is connected to the soundbar, like everybody said, but for some reason, that cable that I have was not working. So I was like, I need to do the research and get a better cable, because I think it's the distance. So I was like, let me change the cables and get some new 4K cables for my projector, because my projector is like 18 feet from the soundbar. Usually when you have a soundbar, you usually have it next to the TV, which I also have it that way. But the projector is not next to the TV or the soundbar. The projector is 18 feet away from everything. And I know, usually when you have a movie theater, a dedicated movie theater, you don't have a soundbar. You have the conventional speakers and stuff like that. But like I said before, for the space that I have here, it's crazy how well this speakers is performing. Like a visual, this is something that I think this is gonna be the future. To be honest, to have something that you just plug and play, and that's it. Everything is like ready to work, and you have that big sound. I'm not a professional sound guy, but I'm telling you, I used to go to the movie theaters a lot, and that was my thing when I was younger. I used to go every week, every month. I used to go several times to the movie theater, and I'm telling you, I feel the same experience with this soundbar and the space that I have here. So as long as you like the sound, that's all that matters. So I feel like I'm getting that sound, and to be honest, sometimes I have to lower it because it's very powerful. The subwoofer and the sound is very rich. It's amazing. I feel like the setup is working for me. But since it's not your typical setup where when you have a soundbar, you usually have it next to the TV. That's what you do. You don't hear that often where you have like a projector and dedicated home theater and have a soundbar. But that's what I have. And so I was running into the problem where it's too far away. So the problem is that when you have a regular HDMI, the signal is they recommend that it's, I guess, like 12, maybe 10 feet or 7 feet for you to have that quality transfer back and forth, like the image and the sound. And I was like, and I see all these videos where people say don't spend a lot of money on like expensive 4K cables, HDMI cables, because everything is the same, unless you go in the distance. So if you go past the 7 and 10 feet, then you have to go and spend more money and buy the expensive cable. And the cable that you have to buy is actually a very specific one, because I made the mistake. I think I went to Walmart and I got this super high speed 4K cable, and then when I put it on, it was giving me the same problem. The guy from that department was like, I asked him, like, this is the situation that I have. I got this cable from you guys and it's not working, and he told me, so how do you have it connected? You have it connected to a projector? And I said, yeah, that's how I have it. I have that cable connected to a projector. And he was like, no, man, you're not supposed to have that cable. You're supposed to have a fiber optic cable, because the thing is that the way it works, the fiber optic is like a laser beam that goes through that cable, and it will give you the image and it will give you the sound in the same cable going back and forth. I had no idea that that's the way the way it works. When I was like, Jesus Christ! So no wonder it wasn't working. So I went on Amazon. I searched for one that had everything that I needed. Like, it was fiber optic and it was not that expensive. I'll leave the link below if you want to check it out. So when I got it, I was like, Jesus, man, this, like, the way when I open it up, the way it feels, it's like the tip is like glass, like the cover of the HDMI, and the cable itself is like a rope. So it's like really high quality. I really like the way it looks and the way it feels. So I took the other cable out, I put that cable in, and magic, it was working like beautiful. So now everything is nice and smooth. I don't have to touch it. I just have to play it, and if the content it has the double Atmos sound or DTX, then the speakers will rotate, and then you know that it's working. I'll be ready tomorrow with my soundbar, my projector, the big game, the ads, the halftime show. I have the beer ready. I have the popcorn. So I'm gonna be enjoying that with the soundbar and my whole setup. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.
Ella sabe que se monta el que tenga mejor nave. La lealtad es algo que ella no aprecia, no le interesa nada, nada, nada.